Welcome back to the Brewing a Better You podcast. This is Rayuel, and if you're new in this podcast, click the subscribe button if you're on YouTube, and click the follow button if you're on Spotify. And so, quick story lang. So, a week ago, I posted sa Threads app, and I asked for help for all those 30-somethings to provide more topic na gusto nilang ma-discuss dito sa podcast natin. And ang ganda ng engagement, nakakatuwa kasi ang dami nagsasuggest ng naisip ko ng topics before pero hindi ko lang tama yung words. So, nakakatuwa. And if you're in Threads app, you may look at it, may search for it. Medyo recent lang naman yung post na yun and ang daming nagko-comment nga din doon. So, pwede kayo magdagdag pa kasi doon ako nag-check ng mga possible future episodes like today. So, sa dami ng mga post doon, ay sa dami ng mga nag-topics doon, I'll choose one first kasi medyo na-overwhelm ako. Daming magandang topic. So, isa-isahin na natin. So, let's talk about identity crisis. And somehow it's like the quarter life crisis. So, medyo may idea na tayo. Pero medyo, ayun nga, medyo mabigat siya. So, ano nga ba? So, identity crisis, it's more like, sino ba talaga ako? No? So, as I was researching about identity crisis, ilang beses itong sumagi sa isip ko. So, I was once a jack of all trades. Yun yung nagiging bansag sa akin sa planta before. Kasi, all I think is I want to give value on the services that I could provide sa mga tao na nakapaligid. Pero habang nag-search nga ako about identity crisis, feeling ko identity crisis din siya not sa akin. Kasi nga, iba-iba yung katauhan. Hindi na nga siya to the point na pagdating nung KPI, ng Key Performance Index for appraisal, hindi ako ma-appraise ng maayos ng manager ko kasi hindi napasok doon sa duties and responsibilities ko as a power plant engineer. Yung mga ginagawa ko kasi sample ng ginawa ko is I created a welcome video for the visitors, pub mats, ah, yung mga tarp na pang events. Nag-cover ako ng events as photog and video, 'di ba? So, hindi talaga siya related doon sa job description ko. And isa pang case ko was, I was a food business owner before and tinigil ko siya recently kasi nag-create ako ng identity ulit na ito ba talaga gusto kong maging in the future. So that was few years after ko mag full-time as a financial advisor. I created this business or this food business pero hindi rin siya, ano yun, sooner after few years, tinigil ko din siya kasi hindi nga siya pasok. Pero if you ask me 5 years ago, if ano yung dream ko for myself, included yung pagba-branch out sa different places in the country nung business na yun kasi yun talaga na-imagine ko for myself to be a business owner as well, to be a food business owner as well. Pero yun nga, naguluhan tayo sa identity natin doon kasi I came from becoming an engineer to becoming financial advisor to becoming a food business owner na ano na ba talaga gusto ko, 'di ba? Identity crisis ulit tayo. So, yan. Next, yun nga, career naman, sa career, sino sa inyo yung well, ako nabash ako. Nabash ako before nung G na G ako sa pagiging engineer, lalo naman bago ako licensed. Kasi parang medyo may angas 'di ba? Licensed engineer ka. Pero yung sahod medyo dahil bago ka lang. Cute pa yung sahod talaga 'pag engineer ka. Pero may yabang, kasi nakapasa ako ng 5-year course na engineering na walang bagsak, tapos na pumasa ng one take sa board exam. Pero ngayon hindi ko na ulit siya tinutuloy or hindi ko na siya pina-practice, 'di ba? So yung angas ko pagka-graduate nun parang wala na rin ngayon. Wala na rin siyang silbi. Yung pagka-bash sa'tin nun before. Ayan, but, yung mga friends ko still who are pursuing engineering, magkaiba na kami ng path ngayon. So, ibig sabihin yung identity ko belonging with them before is completely different today. But it doesn't mean na hindi ko na sila bina-value. And I think naman 'no, hindi man din sa lahat dine-devalue ako. But yun nga, sige mamaya i-she-share ko din sa inyo. So, ano ba talaga identity crisis? So, identity crisis is sino ka ba talaga and ano ba talaga yung gusto mo sa buhay? So, sino na sa inyo nanggaganong gano'ng part na? And I've been there for several times as mentioned earlier. Kaya maganda akong example for identity crisis. And anong common triggers na 'to? Career shifts or burnout and major life events, maybe because of change in priorities. Like for example, ako, ah, hindi naman ako parent pa. Pero hindi naman I mean, yung I need to take care of my parents more. So, dahil they're not getting any younger and I want to have more time with them and my family. Then sa iba naman siguro dahil bagong kasal, so kailangan lumipat ng I know one, recently umattend ako ng kasal nila. The guy was living sa Mindanao and then the girl is living here in the Manila. Nung kinasal sila, they all went to Mindanao kasi nandoon yung business ng lalaki. So, maybe there's this identity crisis ngayon ng babae kasi, okay, I have to create I need to create new alliances for my career dito sa lugar na 'to, or I have to marry also the business. Maybe lang, naisip ko lang naman ito. So 'yan, maybe it's part of and also being a parent, lalo na 'to parenthood, feeling ko lang, it's really a big change. Dahil wala pa ako dun, pero nakikita ko lang yung ibang tao na iba kong friends na part siya ng postpartum nila, 'di ba, na there's this big change na, okey, may dependent ka na, hindi ka lang puwedeng mag-isip just for yourself, or your decisions that you'll make is not just for yourself but also including this cute little baby, 'di ba? So, hindi ka lang basta-basta puwedeng gumala, ayan. And then realization din na ibang-iba ang adulting when I graduated. Kasi iniisip ko, 'di ba, when I graduated in college, nakikita ko yung mga nasa 30s na parang, "Uy, parang gets na gets na nila yung buhay." Pero ngayon nasa 30s na tayo parang, bakit parang hindi naman, parang hindi pa rin tayo tapos dun. So, ano ba yung signs na nasa identity crisis ka na? So ako, I feel restless, I feel aligaga, I feel uneasy kasi hindi ko talaga alam na yun, may feeling mo okay ka naman, may savings ka naman, may nabubuhay ka naman ng normal, you're surviving, pero you still feel empty. Then, also you keep asking yourself na, "Eto na ba yun? Is this really me? Okay ba ako sa nagiging changes sa akin?" Then, trying new personas just to see what fits, just like dun ko napaisip yung jack of all trades. Baka mamaya identity crisis talaga siya. And yun nga, feeling mo hindi na ikaw. Kasi what you've been dreaming of when you were younger is totally different with where you're going with the activities that you've been doing recently. So ayan. So sa akin, what happened was when I jumped to becoming a financial advisor. So ito, coming from being a full-time power plant engineer to becoming a full-time becoming a part-time financial advisor to becoming a full-time financial advisor. Ang dami nagsasabi sa akin, "Oh, Riwel, bibitawan mo ng engineering. Ilang taon mo pinaghirapan yan, sayang yung lisensya mo, mag-aahente ka na lang." Yun talaga yun, mag-aahente ka na lang. So I was really asking my value when I heard that statement. And lalo na ngayon, nowadays, there are several advisors who have been doing unethical practices. So madadamay tuloy lalo yung value mo kasi yung nadadamay lalo yung tingin ko, yung perceived value ko sa sarili ko kasi yung ginagawa ng ibang tao na parang, okay, all I know is that I'm doing great work with my clients. Pero when I'm talking with other people, parang nade-degrade ka dahil nga nadge-generalize yung sangkatauhan ng pagiging financial advisor dahil sa mga malpractice ng mga ibang tao. So yun. So, coming from being an engineer, nag-completely different identity na ako to becoming a financial advisor and ibang tools na yung hawak ko. Hindi wala na akong hawak na kung ano-anong engineering tools compared before. And willing ba akong bitawan talaga yung career? Yun talaga yun, eh. Willing ba akong bitawan yung career and willing ko bang bitawan din yung salary ko as an engineer na sinasabi nila sooner or later gaganda rin naman yan. Gaganda rin naman yung sahod. So, bakit? Bakit pa normal yung undergo ng identity crisis, lalo na ngayon sa 30s na? So, number one is that during your 20s, it's more na exploration. Ano ba talaga yung mag-work para sa'yo? Pero ngayon nasa 30s ka na, umiikli na kasi yung life. Umiikli na yung life. Tumatanda na tayo. Yeah, tumatanda na tayo. Umiikli na yung opportunity for you to navigate, to try to search for more identity mo. Ano ba talaga yung choices? Lumiliit na rin choices mo dahil nga tumatanda tayo. Then, next is yung most likely naman, no, at 30s tumataas or dumadami yung responsibilities mo. Not just for yourself, but also for others. Maybe some of you, well, most 30s have already, totoo ba? Most 30s have already their own family. If hindi naman family, most 30s have their own mortgages like house loans or cars or kung ano mang ah, biniling assets. So, hindi ka readily pwedeng umalis dahil doon sa mga commitments na yon. Then, social comparison. Ito, marami rin nag-post na to doon sa threads. And hindi mo naman sinasadyang i-compare yung sarili mo, but dahil nakikita mo sa social media, nakikita mong parang yung iba mong kabatch, mas nakakaangat na, may sarili ng pamilya, may sarili ng bahay, may kotse, lupa, nakapag-travel. So, somehow, may peer pressure kasi nafe-feel mong parang you're lagging and your friends are being ahead. Then you could also see other people na parang they're lagging or nakakaangat ka naman din. So, parang medyo, alam mo yun, asan ka ba talaga? Yun talaga eh. Mapapansin mo, okay ba pa talaga ako? So, yeah. Then, next is yung cultural expectation sa Pilipinas. Na dapat, yun nga, di ba? Same what I mentioned earlier na nung pagka-graduate ko, feeling ko yung mga 30 successful na yun eh. Pero bakit ako ngayon at 30s, parang feeling ko, parang I know there's so much more that I could be capable of. Pero bakit hindi binibigay yung opportunity or walang chances na binibigay? So, bakit sila meron na, but may stable na silang buhay, pero ba't tayo parang wala pa? So, here are the steps that I usually do kasi nga ilang beses na natin 'tong pinagdaanan and hopefully this would also help you. So, number one is dahil sa sobrang bilis ng buhay, sobrang bilis ng pacing ng buhay, you have to first pause and reflect. So, I usually do journal and meditating meditating during the weekends so I could recap what happened during the week, and usually ginagawa ko siya during Sundays and then during start of the month to recap the month. And laking tulong nito kasi the purpose of this is for you to be more self-aware of who you are and where you're going to, or are your activities during the week or during the month really help you dun sa gusto mong mangyari for yourself, diba? Then mas madali ito if you're talking with someone else then although depende some people I know mas okay if mag-isa lang sila sinusulat lang nila, but there are people also who wants to talk with other people, lalo na yung mga trusted nila, so they could get an information if okay ba 'tong ginagawa ko, do you think, I mean, parang nagve-vent out ka talaga. And this person doesn't have to be maalam about dun sa path na gusto mo. It's just that someone that you could trust with your rants sa buhay, your thoughts sa utak mo. Yan. Then next, step 2 is to have your values clarified. So clarify mo yung values mo. Alamin mo yun yung mga non-negotiables mo sa buhay. So, for example, ako, I really value time with family, time with my health, time for my self-care, and time for your passion. Kaya ito, may podcast tayo. So, yung career ba or yung identity ba na binubuo mo for yourself is aligned doon sa values na gusto mong mangyari or values that you have today. Doon, yung binubuo mo bang career or yung identity mo is pasok ba doon sa values na gusto mong maging? So, yung activities mo ba today is aligned doon? Para alam mo ngayon, among all the other activities that you're doing, maybe you're torn about which career are you taking dahil gusto mo nga mag-shift ng career dahil di ka happy dun sa current career mo or about the relationships na meron ka, aligned ba ito sa gusto mo mangyari? So, mafi-filter out na kaagad ngayon. Sino yung ida-drop mo or alin yung ida-drop mo para mag-move forward ka and mas fulfilled ka dun sa buhay mo. So, mawala yung, ano yun, if you're doing things with the people that hindi aligned dun sa values mo, dun talaga mabubuo yung identity crisis. Ayan. Then, ako kasi, I really value flexibility of time. Kaya, hindi kasi, na-marry ko na siya after ko mag full-time sa, parang, well, I think this is such a, like, freelancing, itong pagiging financial advisor kasi I could do whatever I want on the side as well. So, basta as long as I could also give value to the people around me. So, yun. So, I value time freedom, but also I value giving value sa mga tao sa paligid sa akin while also taking care of myself and also taking care of my family. So, ngayon, are the things that I've been doing recently is pasok doon sa values ko. That's why I drop, that's why I drop yung food business kasi it's very transactional for me when the customers buy their food and I didn't create a relationship with the customer. So parang okay, hindi ko siya nafi-feel. Ayun lang. So compared din with being an engineering professional, innovations are really great. It's just that my work as a power plant engineer, hindi ko agad nakikita yung results when I am doing the work. I mean, hindi ko agad nakikita yung impact doon sa mga taong nakapaligid kasi power generation, so hindi ko nakikita ngayon yung mga nagagamit ng kuryente. Ayun. Then next is step 3 is to experiment. Pero do it with small changes muna. So I became a part-time financial advisor for almost 3 years and hindi ko agad ito full time kasi I'm just still testing the waters. So, hindi ko agad siya full time kasi di ako maalam pa if this will really work or not. Kaya if you're trying another venture, trying another business or career, do it a part-time first, then navigate it slowly, then hanggang sa makita mo na, "Ay, okay, it might really work." Saka kayo mag-full-time, hindi naman yung agad-agad. Unless financially merong magsu-support sa inyo. Well, pero nakakabaliw pa rin yung feeling ko kung full-time ka agad. Ayun. Then next is to seek guidance. Step 4 is to seek guidance with mentors, coaches that already matagal na doon sa gusto mong maging. So ako mismo, I have 5 people that I talk with kasi hindi kaya ng isang tao. Ayun, sige, sample tayo, no? Yung isang tao, yung isang mentor ko is okay siya sa ibang bagay pero may ibang values na hindi kami pasok. Pero gusto ko yung values na yun. Gusto ko yung isang portion na yun. So, kumuha ko ng ideas about sa kanya and another mentor sa kanya naman hanggang sa mabuo mo yung ikaw. Kaya I usually talk with different mentors hanggang sa makuha yung gusto kong mix and match. And then lastly is also to be kind to yourself. So we all have a different seasons in life and hindi mo kailangan magmadali. Well, it's totally normal ma-feel na parang I'm naiiwan lalo na dahil nga nasa 30s na tayo and we're not getting any younger. But be kind to yourself pa din. Maybe you're in a season of parenthood, season of newly married, season of being career chaser, career corporate ladder, akit mo talaga 'yan. And you can't be the best in everything kasi somehow may ma-sacrifice talaga diyan. If you're good at that career ngayon, baka wala kang relationship or kung nagawa mo yun parehas, edi count na. Pero yun nga, if there will be a sacrifice. Always there will be a sacrifice kasi you're focusing on one thing. And then once you get better in there, saka ka lang mag-try ulit doon naman sa ibang aspect of your life. And that's totally okay. No? So, having an identity crisis para sa akin is a season of growth. Kasi you're living the last version of yourself. Kasi you're constantly changing, you're constantly improving yourself to be better. And masabihan ka ng, uy, nagbago ka na, is totally normal. It's totally okay. Kasi you're pursuing to improve yourself nga eh. Lalo na yung mga college friends mo or high school friends mo that they will tell you, uy, nagbago ka na. Embrace it. Kasi it's part of your identity that you're choosing to be better. You're choosing that kind of identity. Kasi remember, discovering yourself, it's not just a one-time project. It's a lifelong project. It's a lifelong adventure. And it's a constant pursuit of finding who you really are and how you could really provide better for the society, for the people that around you, and for your loved ones. And kaya, ayun. So, if you feel that you're really in an identity crisis, embrace na lang yan, and that's totally normal. Just uh, enjoy the ride, learn more about yourself during this season kasi hindi lang yan one time. Mangyayari at mangyari ulit yan sooner or later, and at least you know that you could, malalagpasan mo rin yan. Ayun lang. So, if you like this episode, kindly share this episode to your friends, and if you have more topics in mind, message nyo ko sa Instagram at Your Life Engineer. Instagram, Facebook, Threads, TikTok. So I could give more, or I could research more about being 30s kasi nga hindi siya walang manual. Walang manual pagiging 30s. And sama-sama tayo ditong mag-navigate ng life. And ayun lang. So, thank you!